I'm sure many of you have heard this quote before, but it is, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So, those that we associate with, spend our time with, they definitely do have an influence on us. So, I want you to today think of the 5, it doesn't have to be exactly 5, I mean it's just the concept, but the 5 people that you spend the most time with, and what it is that, what kind of an influence that they're having on you. So, what kind of people are they? Are they having an influence that will help you to achieve what you're wanting? Are they leading you towards what you're wanting? Are they motivation to be able to get you to where you're trying to do what you want to do? Or are they kind of pulling you away from where you want to be and keeping you where you're at right now? But whenever I hear that quote, it always makes me wonder, so what the crap do you do if they aren't doing things that are leading you to what you want and they're not the greatest influence on you? Maybe your family's pushing back on your healthy eating and your exercise, or they're really complaining a lot when you do family scripture study or family home evening. So what do? Do you just get a new family? No, obviously you can't do that. So what it really comes down to is leading, is having an influence for good. And what happens too often is when we start to make decisions of wanting to change and be better in any area, fitness, nutrition, reading our scriptures or whatever, and we decide that we're going to start doing better ourselves, too often we get preachy and we begin to put or push those that we love, our family members, our friends, all of our associates at work. We start to push our ideology, our new lifestyle, the new thing that we found and that we're super excited about on them. And we forget that they're doing what feels comfortable to them, what they know, what they're used to. And all of a sudden we're making this change that begins to threaten them. And they begin to think, oh crap, am I going to have to do this too now? Are they only going to be my friend if I do this? Or, you know, it creates a little bit of ambivalence to change. They're not going to want to change if we become, you know, very preachy or pushy with what we're wanting to change. And so what we need to do is just lead out. Know what we want for ourselves, start to do better in it, start to set a high priority on those self-care items, and then allow them to be able to, you know, engage in it is in a slow manner, that they don't have to be pushed into it super fast, but that they can take their time with it and not feel like they have to change everything in their life. So if we just do what we believe is good for us and what we're wanting and the decisions we made, and setting our goals, and allow them to have the time to change on their own, eventually they will come around, but we need to lead out in that and not push them to do it. So we want you to think of those 5 friends you spend the most time with. What influence are they having on you in your life, and in helping you? Are they helping you to change and really achieve the things that you want for yourself and your family? If so, great, keep going. If not, then think about how you can, you know, be a good influence without being pushy, without being preachy to them, and just being a good example, and slowly hopefully they will come around. But also looking into some maybe new associations that you can make, some mentors or some other people that are doing well in these areas that you could begin to reach out to and get some help from and befriend, and some circles that you could join that will help you to be able to do better in each of those areas that you're wanting to improve on. So that's today's focus. The 5 people or 8 people or 3 people or whatever that you spend the most time with, they do have a huge influence in your life. Sit down, think about who they are, and then what you're wanting, and how they can help you get there and help support you, how you can enlist their help, and to be sure that you're not going to be pushy and make them want to push back, but rather be excited about your change and want to support you and know that they're still going to be your friend even if they don't necessarily want to make the changes that you're making. So that's today's challenge. Think about it, and then do whatever you need to do to make sure you got the support to help you make it to the finish line.
We're family. Duh.